my energy. Don't you fuck with 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 my energy.
And of course, guys, I have to give you the fire warning. And just so you know, never leave a candle burning unattended, blah 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 blah. Y'all know how the tea goes. Just make sure, if you don't feel too comfortable, you can always take one of those turkey aluminum foil pots and put your work in there. Some people have been doing work for a while and they feel comfortable, but fire warning, never leave candles burning unattended. All right, let's get started with the fuckery. And that is Rico Nasty Smack a Bitch. So that's what some of y'all are about to do spiritually, is to actually smack a bitch spiritually. So be very cautious with doing work on family. You know, it can lead to other issues in the future for you and your kids and things of that like nature. But overall, it's a very powerful kit, and so follow all the instructions. If I were you, I would wear gloves when you do handle this kit. Okay, don't use your bare hands, put on gloves. All right, and I'll put that down in the comment area. Please make sure to wear gloves. So today our victim is Jennifer Aniston. I do not know her. I've never met her, and of course we're using her likeliness, but we're not really doing a spell on her today. Some parchment paper or some brown paper. If you only have a white sheet, that's perfectly fine too. It's fine. So you can also do a jar spell, which I'll show you guys how to do that. So yours should already come inside of your sachet. It should say Revenge Kit. And of course, the instructions is the video that you're actually watching. So you should open it up. You should have your hell oil. It comes in a skull shape. You should have your pins. Okay. You should have your 6 candles. So 3 black and 3 red. Your revenge powder, which is very strong. Make sure to have on your gloves. I repeat, make sure to have on your gloves. And the victim of the day, bam, your doll. Okay, so this is what should be inside. Just so y'all know, this is child proof, okay? Because I did not want it, because it is such a potent type of oil. No, I do not sell it separately. It's part of the kit. You may want to, how child proof stuff is open, like, put your thumb and push down and then rotate. It may, just to be on the safe side. Okay, powder should also be held with, with a glove, and your pins will come in here. This is also a child-proof seal, so you're gonna have to use some energy to get it, open. So I just wanted to make sure that nothing would spill out. All right, so you get a lot of people who are scared to do revenge work, which I really don't really understand. But revenge work is for those that deserve it. Like, not because you don't like somebody or somebody's getting on your nerves. Revenge work is really good for annoying employees who are trying to get you fired or harassing you. It's really good for exes that have been trying to make your life a living hell. It's really good for people who are just trying to make you miserable for no reason, and you've attempted to make peace or to ignore them. This kit came out last month and it was very successful. It seems like a lot of y'all have a lot of people who are getting on y'all's nerves. But one thing I will tell y'all, be very careful with doing work on relatives, because that can deal with karma. It can deal with ancestral issues. So I wouldn't tell anyone to buy a kit to do work on their sister or their brother or anyone who's very close to their bloodline, because it does create some type of ancestral curse. It can. So you can clean your plate with Florida water, especially if you have a black plate or a red plate. I'm using Christmas plates because I hate them. So my mom bought me a set of these and I was like, what the hell is this? So what you're going to do before you even start is set your intentions. Why exactly are you doing this? To who? What have they been doing to you? And why you deserve revenge. Now, you're going to take your doll, right? Okay. So imagine this doll is the actual person who you're going to do the work on. So you're going to say their name 7 times, okay? And you can talk into the doll. Hold it close to you and say that person's name, okay? And what you can do is write that person's name 7 times, okay? On a sheet, okay? And if you want, in the back, you can also write what you want to happen, but you don't have to. And what you're going to do is, you can't really tell if it's front or back in this doll. You're going to take a pair of scissors or a razor, and you're going to slit it open and make some room, okay? And you're going to fold it. And as you're folding it, you're saying the person's name. You're saying what you want to happen. You know, this bitch at my job who keeps harassing me, trying to get me fired. My next door neighbor who keeps calling 911 on me. Blah, 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 blah. So you slip it in here. Make sure it's tucked well, okay? Make sure it's tucked in well, so put it in there. So again, you'll speak that this doll, once it's in here, is such and such, and they need to like leave you alone, sit their ass down somewhere, or send back what exactly they're putting on you. You can even say, you can even put 2 people in here if you want, okay? So it doesn't have to be one person. It's better if it's one, but you can put 2 people's names or pictures in here. You can put their date of birth in their actual picture too. So now you're like, you already have it ready to go, okay? So the person's writing there. Now, you're going to write your petition. Dear diary, the year of our Lord, 1886, Sarah Perkins stole our cow and sold it to the butcher. Being a lady, I cannot confront her, but allow her to lose 3 times what she has taken from me. Sincerely, Duchess Snobby Nose. Okay, so you have your petition. All right, so what you're going to do is, again, make sure to have on your gloves. Open up the child proof, thing. If you really can't get it open, if you feel it's too hard, you can actually pop this or pop it so that it's open. But remember, guys, there's a dropper in here, so I don't know if you want to go down that route. And shake it up before you use it, okay? And then you're going to say the person's name. And of course, you're going to use your dropper. Some people are real elegant with it. I'm like, okay, girl. Some of y'all are real elegant, putting it around the plate and shit. I'm like this shit, whatever. Yeah, alrighty. And then always make sure it's sealed, okay? And then what you're going to do is take some of your powder. Y'all, I'm not putting the actual powder on here because I still want to use my plate. And this is water because I didn't want to use my real stuff. So, yeah. So, you're going to place the doll right back in here. Okay, and then you're going to, with your gloves on, because I have it sealed tight and it's gonna come inside of a plastic, so I'm trying to keep everybody safe. And you're gonna take powder, you're gonna put powder all over the doll. Now you can either put the powder or start to use your pins. Okay, so pins, again, seal tightly because I don't want pins falling all over the place. So you're going to start to say, bitch, you need to shut the fuck up. So you'll put some in their mouth. Okay, you need to stop trying to move your feet in all of my business. You put it on their feet to slow them down. Every time you think about me or try to do something, your stomach is going to turn. So you'll put a pin inside of the stomach. Your hands will not be able to touch any of my business. Bitch, mind your business. Mind the business that keeps you. Stop trying to sabotage me at my job. Stop trying to sabotage me, in my personal life. Mind the business that keeps you. Both your right and left hand are tied. Now, very interesting. You can use a black doll to do good and bad. Black dolls can actually absorb negativity too. So if someone is sick, you can actually use this black doll to do positive work, y'all. So don't think all dolls is a representation of the actual person. It's not innately evil like people have made it out to be. Okay, so take me out of your mind. Every time you think about me, you'll have a headache. You can even do something like I'm gonna show y'all. Let me see. You can bind the person's hands so that they can't take action anymore. So put the pin. Now their hands are binded, and of course bend it so that it stays tied. You can bind their feet so that they can no longer harass you. And what's really gonna get this popping is the oil and the powder I made. Bam! Lock them up so they can't bother you anymore and get a taste of their own medicine. Then if you want, you can put the powder once you've placed the pin on there, okay? Now, you're already talking shit. While you're doing all of this, you are talking shit. So you'll take, you know, with each candle, you can take some of this oil with your gloves on. You don't need a lot, y'all. A few drops. And then put going downwards because you want them to, well, no, actually upwards because you're sending them something. So of course, you know, you'll take this and put a tiny bit of wax so it sits. You know, you can even put their picture or their name back over here. Oh no, I'm doing it wrong. Hold on. Let me see. Make sure to burn the candles on top and then pour some wax to make sure it stays. It already looks demonic and evil from the actual camera angle I'm staring at it at. Some people let it burn all the way one night. I say no. I say let it burn a few quarters every night as you sit down and you send back what they've been doing to you. Send back what they've been doing to you. Okay, y'all. Okay. Now they are surrounded by darkness, by your petition, by you sending. Now, if you want to burn it all out in one night, it's up to you. You can even go and get some 7-day candles and put one over here, one over there. Someone may ask, what is a 7-day candle? A 7-day candle is those long Catholic looking candles. I'm actually sold out because I've been using them so much for spirit. There is not one 7-day candle in this house right now. As a witch, I'm ashamed because I've completely used all of them for spiritual work, so I'm out. But you can put one here, 4, okay? Put the person's name and person's picture. So that's one way you can use the revenge kit. Here's another way you can use it. Okay, so we're just gonna act like we didn't do any of this stuff. So you have somebody who's bothering you, and so we're gonna tie up their hands. We're gonna tie up their feet. And also, when you're doing revenge work, don't tell anyone. Don't tell your sister. Don't keep folks out your business. Y'all talk too much. That actually helps the work to move faster. Stop telling people. You know what I'm saying? So you have a good old trusty jar, and you're going to put your, well, of course it's already wet because of the fake oil, your petition in here. Now you can fill it up with vinegar. You can fill it up with, well, you know, I have tricks of the trade. I'll just fill it up with vinegar. Fill it up with vinegar. Put your petition, the picture of the person, the name of the actual person, and then throw them in there. They're binded up, and keep talking, you know, keep talking that shit, you know what I'm saying? So of course you'll pour your oil in here. And guys, again, with the actual powder, you don't need tons of powder. A little goes a long way. So you'll take it and you'll pour it in here. Okay? And then you'll close it up and put it back inside of the plastic bag with your gloves on, okay? Safety. Okay, then you'll take your jar after it's been, who in the hell is at my door? So you close up your jar, and of course you turn on your candle. which is also, your candle is also part of your petition. You need to speak into your candle and tell it what it is you want to happen. Light it up, spill some wax, and put it on here. And you can let it, you know, burn down. And you have 6 of these. So yeah, I would start off with the black personally, and then work your way up to red. So once it's done, I would hide it in a dark place, or you can bring it, you know, somewhere. Even if it's to send someone away, you can throw it into the river, put it into your downstairs basement, like somewhere dark where they cannot see. Okay, so that is your spell kit. I try to keep the spells as simple as I possibly could so that you guys would not have a hard time using it. Please feel free to tell us how it works. Send us an email at 3hoodoosisters.com and things of that like nature. Yeah, all right. And guys, the kit is at www.3hoodoosisters, THREEHOODOOSISTERS, okay, .bigcartel.com. Okay, all right, bye.